So keep it very loose and to have a good feel about the space. We're gonna look at is the overall movement, overall shape. You see, on this side have a negative space. Unless you kind of loosen over here in the drawing, that should be fine. But if you have this very clear and create a narrow shape on the outside. So let's play a little bit more over here. So I'm going to have the hair coming down straight right here like that. And I'm also going to be sure that we have going to have a very good space and proportion like that. So right now you can make lots of changes and you should not worry too much about the erasing because the vine charcoal is just very easy and simple and to do that like that. So, and the shoulder on this side. So if you are a member on the learning community on the in Patreon, and I hope that you would take the time and joining our future portrait club events, so you can come here to talk with us and chat and have any questions. You can just come here to have fun. Okay, so this is a good discipline that you can at least once a week and do have a little fun with the member that has similar interest. And you can see my demonstrations on the screen live, and you can ask questions as you going through this. I can give you a straight answer. Right, this is good. Now I just have blocked in to some of the big important shape. The decision over here is pretty clear over here. The elbow, I'm going to have it here, like leave this much at the bottom. And the top of the head, I don't want to get too high like that. And now the next thing I'm going to make sure I'm going to get it right is from here to the bottom of the chin, and then bottom of the chin to here to see what is the relation. Okay, so the first thing, I'm going to take a little measuring on the reference here. Okay. This is shorter than up over here for now. So I'm gonna say from the chin to the elbow, the bottom of this, compared to up over there to see how much difference. Okay. Take your time. Okay, don't rush. Actually, here is about here. From here to here, it goes from here to the elbow. I'm going to double check over here. Is that right? Did I get it right before I divide the larger area into smaller? So that means I can have this a little bit lower, maybe have a little bit tiny lower, like here, maybe. And then it goes to from here to the bottom. Now it's right. That's just good. So the bottom over here is just right. Right there. Now, for sure, the bottom of the chin over here. At this step, I will not worry about that, the center line, because this is further in the future, right? So next step, we're going to take a little bit smaller, but the larger shape, if we don't get it, don't go into the next step. Okay, that's just good. And their hand over here, like that. That's good. All right. You see, I did not even go into the eye. at this depth. Now we feel better to continue develop a little bit smaller from here. Okay, this is good. And now when they develop some shape, this is a little bit darker shape. There's a little bit lighter shape over here. We're gonna throw some yellow ochre colors, a little bit rich, deeper color. Like that. This is pretty good right here. Now, all right, the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna divide this like this. Maybe you're gonna see that it's the center line. What's the center line? Now the side of the face like this. Let's divide that before we double check the width. How that sound? Okay, so this is the hairline. It looks like the hairline could be over here, and then the eyebrow and the nose. Okay, that's good. That's the nose, the nostril right over here, and the eyebrow like that. So you can see the angle of the eyebrow. Okay, don't get too nervous. So it's okay. Don't worry. Now we're going to take a look at the eyebrow over here and the eye. It looks like about here. Okay, you can just draw very, very softly and just define the whole area. That's it. Don't look at inside the eye, the iris, and so on. Okay, like that. That's pretty good, right? And then the mouth. It's about here. That's good enough. Okay. And keep the bottom, the chin over here. Okay, it looks like the mouth can be a little bit tiny higher. So keep that very, very vague. And don't have to jump into the conclusion and define the details yet. So now we have the, I think this is eye, a little bit tiny higher. So like that. That's good. The eyebrows maybe a little bit higher on this side, like that. This is good for now. And the next thing is very important for me to do. Now, since we defined the vertical, okay, and the next thing I'm going to compare the vertical with the width of the face. Is that right? And I'm going to take a look in the reference, like from here to this side of the face. Compare to the height of the face. Okay, to see, find out is where the from the chin reaching up. Okay, I'm going to take a look. I'm going to take the width first, like through the nose. That will be fine, like that. Interesting. That is the bottom of the eyebrow versus right here. Right here. From here to here, and it goes from here to there. So this is pretty good. Very important to check that. And I'm going to take a look. This is the here, come through that to be sure we get it right. This is good. Now I'm going to take this part, rotate it. Now it looks like if I'm going to keep this side, I'm going to have a little bit more in like that. How about this? Have this much in. Okay, through the nose over here. So this side, it will be here. Like that. So that's just important. Now, very good. Now I'm going to have that coming down over here. It's the bottom over here. That's a little bit thicker area. And then the chin need to go in a little bit. Now here you go. Now on this side, I can go out a little bit. Like that. I'm thinking about that. I'm going to have a little bit different approach on this portrait drawing. And it's just thinking about it. And maybe going to emphasize on the line and then applied some interesting color to it. Okay, now this is the finger. Now you can see that the finger over here, but making sure the width over here relate to the height is correct. So right here, that's the pinky, like that. And then there's the third finger right here. That's good. And then the middle finger right here. That's good. And come down here like that. Look at the angle. Look at how the angle look. Okay. Very important. Like that. And then come here. And maybe a little bit tiny higher. That's just important. Get the location correctly. Okay. And then this side of the hand is right over here. Now I can go in a little bit, correct it a little bit, like that. There you go, right there. So if you want to double check on that, is you can see from the chin on this corner coming straight down whether or not it relates to the corner of the elbow. So I'm going to take a look at that. Is the plumb line. It actually matching to that. From here, it come down to there. So that's just another checking. That's pretty good. And some of the line you don't want to make it too strong. Some line you do, right? So think about the rhythm. Think about what make this drawing is going to be more interesting at the end. So you select some of the elements, and sometimes you want to make it even more stronger. Sometimes you want to have it softer. Right. So that I think at this point this is pretty good, and I'm going to soften, and then I'm going to go into to using the line. Okay, that's good. And I'm going to just do this. This is a great paper. So this even make it tone down a little bit more. That's good. I'm going to use the eraser. Yes, take a look on the nose. The tip of the nose would be right here. And this is not very light. Okay. I'm going to erase a little bit. It's the corner of that. Earlier, as in the group, we discussed about the different drawing tools. Some are very difficult to erase, some are not. So you try to keep a little bit more flexible at the beginning in the process of this drawing, like doing that with the wine charcoal, medium wine charcoal, is to make it a lot easier for you to develop the idea, the concept, before you getting into something a little bit more stable tools. Okay, like charcoal pencil, pastel, or other things. Okay, this is good. Getting some pretty good idea. Okay, pretty good. Now I'm also going to have this light it up a little bit. Okay. There we go. Now you can clean this up a little bit. There we go, like that. Nice. Also going to clean this a little bit. So I'm going to apply some color in here. That's good. This can be a little bit lighter here too. Alright. Nice. And outside, I think that will be fine. Over here on the top, I'm going to have this a little bit lighter. Okay. Okay, that's good. Alright, I'm going to apply some color to see. And I'm first going to use this soft pastel. It's called, say, orange color. But, interesting. I'm going to have this color coming over here. And this color, like a yellow-orange color. Normally, I would not use this paper for pastel because it's not really soft and doesn't really take in much powder into the paper. So I'm going to treat this more like a charcoal drawing type. Okay, pretty good. And so I'm going to just blend it. There you go. On this side too, I'm gonna have a little bit orange color. Like that. I'm not gonna do like make it do like a full pastel. You just have a little bit color, spice it up a little bit. Okay. And on the face, I might just going to do a little bit this bright coral, and I'm going to use electric orange. I'm going to just put a little bit on the face, just like that. And blend this in to see how it looks. Okay. Leave the middle over here, middle of the nose, a little bit. So just a little tiny, not much. Yeah, that's good. Just set a little color. If you have any questions about drawing materials that you should try, or if you have any question at all, please just put it down in the comment. And I'm gonna have a little bit more like down over here. I don't think we need to do that much. I'm gonna have just a little bit tiny like a brown color, and this is a soft pastel pencil, and I just apply that over here on the neck, and you can do it just like the soft pastel block that you do. This is good. That I think this is pretty good for the color. And And on the lip, I'm gonna have a little bit tiny warm. There you go. Just a little bit brown, but it need to be warmer. So I'm gonna see. Depends how much time do we have. Okay, we're usually meeting like for an hour, and then should be done by then. And whatever we have done, like that. All right. So from here, I'm going to turn it into the charcoal. And earlier we talked about using this pit charcoal from Faber-Castell. It's pretty difficult to erase, so I'm going to use this to come in to take a look at this. I'm going to start from this eyebrow. Okay, that's good, like that. All right, and establish that from here. Okay, and now I'm going to zoom in a little bit, have a little bit center and focus into this. So looking at that, and I want you to look at it, comparing what the reference, what's the angle look like. Okay, take a look at it again. Is that right? Or should be higher? And think about it. Okay. Okay, I think this is pretty good for the eyebrow. And what I'm going to do, and actually, this is almost like the second time using this. I'm going to go back with my regular charcoal pencil. So I'm going to use the medium. I feel a lot more comfortable for now, and for that. And then giving the time is very precious at this point. So I'm going to come in over here and I'm going to take a look at this. So compared to this eye and the corner right in here, and take a look at from the finger, and like that. Get that again here, and need to come in a little bit tiny more, like that. There you go. That's the iris sitting right in here. That's right. That's good. We don't have to make it very defined. So, in the center over here, that will be fine. Like I said, light up a little bit tiny. That's just fine. Okay, like that. And the line maybe just need to be lower. The eye line. It's good. That. Okay, for now. I'm going to come back, continue. I'm going to take a look at this eye, and comparing with the space between the two eyes, I think the eye should be right in here, like that. And take a look at this side of the space. This is almost like the same space, the same width compared to the eye. So this is good, like that. Right. The iris. That's pretty good so far. Okay, now I'm gonna have this. I think this is a little bit lower, like that. Okay, that's fine. Actually, you don't have to erase it so quickly. You can do that a little bit later. Okay, there we go. Now come down to the nose. I think nose over here, the nostril, and I think that I'm going to use this brown color, maybe a little bit darker brown color. So I'm going to use the charcoal pencil and take a look at the center coming this way. So also take a look at on this side how much distance. Okay, that's good. The nostril over here, and take a look at the nostril like this, coming this direction, coming here, and take a look at this, the side of the nose, and a little bit later. Don't have to come back to make the hard decision too quickly. That's just good, like that. Okay, also this as we relate that to the nose, the angle. Okay. That's good. Like that. Okay, now I'm going to come take a look at this mouth. The corner over here looks like it should be the corner, and because of this, the bottom of the chin. So this can be a little bit tiny lower. So that means the corner of the mouth over here can be a little bit lower, like that. That's pretty nice. Also, I'm gonna have a little bit tiny red, and like that, and the top over here. You can mix the pastel directly on the paper. Okay, like that. You can have a little bit yellow color. Yeah, over here. If you think about too much red, it should be a little bit yellow. Mix into it. Just do it. Okay, that's good. All right, this is pretty good so far. Now I'm going to come here to have a little bit more clear. As right here, that's the corner of the chin coming up a little bit. Look at the angle coming up like that, and then start turning onto this side. Okay, this is good. I'm going to take a look over here, coming in a little bit. And pastel can mix with the charcoal pretty well. Okay, so like that. That's good. And here you go. We don't have to get the whole drawing totally finished. It's just about having fun, so no worry. So just come on in and go to the member meeting link collection, and just click on the link and join us. Right? Definitely, no one is going to give you a hard time instead of embracing you and a friend with you. Okay, like that. Okay, getting there. See, it's all in the steps, right? Step by step. Okay, I'm going to see that this. Okay, another finger on this side. Okay, have a little bit red. The fingernail. Okay. That's pretty cool, like that. And I'm gonna clean this a little bit. That's a little bit lighter. So if you want to set a little color, and this is okay, this is pretty easy. Just get a little bit orange color, and actually it's a little bit red first, a little bit light red color. So I'm going to use this a little light red. You have more time, you can actually make this a complete color painting. Right now I'm just going to mix that. And the face, I don't want to make it a full color, and they're going to be taking maybe a little bit too long. Okay, I'm gonna get the yellow color, mix that together. Like that. That's good. It's very similar to what we learned how to mix color in the watercolor painting as well as oil painting, and it's also all about how you see what color it has and in the composition, in the color composition. I'm gonna have this here too, the shadow. You see that it's got a little bit more, a little bit cooler, a little bit more balloonish. Oh, you can translate that into, oh, that is just a little bit of yellow, a little bit more red. It will help you to get the impressions a lot easier. And the eye over here, this is a lot darker. Really good so far. So on this side, have a little bit more cooler color. So I'm gonna have this. This is a little bit cooler compared to the red. So I'm gonna have the red over here. You see, this a little bit warmer. So you can see this is a little bit, paint changing onto the other side. Okay. So just give a little bit fun with the color. Just, I know that we're not going to be able to do a lot of color. Okay, maybe another section, another demonstration. We're gonna maybe talk a little bit more about using the color in the drawing. Like for pastel, we talk about more about the pastel painting. But in fact, it's very similar to the charcoal, right? That's good. I'm gonna have a little bit darker at the corner over here, like that. Okay, there's a little bit over here too. There's a very compatible between this. So I'm gonna have a little bit tiny brown, orange color. So I'm gonna mix these two colors together. One is having this a little bit darker, but I need to have a little bit yellow color or orange color into here too. Okay. All right. Let's inside the eye is just very simple. I wanted to have a little bit that I put away the white charcoal to somewhere else, so I'm not too sure. I have a little bit white over here, so here you go. And like that. Here is a little bit softer, like that. Okay, that's just good. And now I'm going to try to finish the drawing. Let's take a look. And I'm gonna come back with this Faber Pastel, the peach charcoal. So I'm gonna take a look. Now here you go. Now I'm gonna put it down this way. Okay, take a look. That's the edge. Okay. Okay. That's good. I like that shape. And you can have a little bit more clear if you want to. Yeah. It's a little bit deeper on the neck. All right. Actually, I'm going to use the charcoal stick. Now, here we go. So hopefully you enjoy this conversation and enjoy this, see through this drawing. So come to join us next week, every Thursday for the portrait club. Okay. Okay, that's good. Kind of pretty interesting. You see the look? Okay. Take a look down over here and see some of the hair moving down over here. Kind of fun. Okay. Some of the things you don't have to make it very clear. Okay, make it soft, like in this area, for example, like that. And now I'm going to come to use a little bit white charcoal. So I'm gonna give a little big shape in here. Okay, that's good. A little bit like that. That's good enough. I'm gonna have a little bit over here too, like that. That's good. Now I'm gonna come here. They have a little bit orange color again. Showing the shoulder. That's good. I'm gonna have a little bit yellow color here. Okay, that's good. And I'm gonna use a little bit darker color. So I'm gonna change that. I don't have the other like a brown color, so I'm gonna use this a little bit deeper color over here. And here you go. Okay, that's good. And I'm feeling kind of like I do need to get help with the brown color like this over here. This is fine. Okay, here you go. I'm gonna erase that. clean up a little bit. That's good. Like that. Okay. Pretty nice. Okay. I'm gonna come here. Here we go. Now here, make it a little bit softer, like that. That's fine. Gonna mix the charcoal with the, with the pastel together. It's pretty fun. And make it this a little bit more, softer. That, and also you can use the eraser to create some feeling up there. Here. Okay, like that. And even something over here. If you cannot do it, use the white pencil. That's fine. Okay, try it first. See whether or not you'll be able to do that. So this eraser creates texture too. Nice movement and texture. And okay, that's pretty good. And there's some kind of ring on the finger. Let's give it a little bit hint. That's it. That's good enough. Okay, I'm gonna have a little bit white charcoal. Just a little suggestions like that. That's good enough. That's make it feel like a ring. Right? I think this is pretty good already. And if we have more time, I'm gonna come back over here, give it the nostril. Here. Okay, a little bit tiny darker. Like that. Okay, and then a little bit red pastel. And take a look at we have mixed that with the brown. So I'm gonna have the brown over here first, like a yellow ochre, like that first, and then come back with the red. It depends on how light, how dark is the red. I think this two colors mixed together exactly the color that I want. So if you're feeling a little bit shaky, uncertain about how to mix colors, go back to the watercolor and learn how to mix that only with the 3 primary colors. And over the time, when you get more and more comfortable, and it would help you with any medium that you are going to use. Yeah, fine. I'm going to come back to the eye over here. Right, that's good. And the eye line, that's, here we go. Pretty good. Okay, the eye looks pretty good already. The eye over here, like the eyebrows. You see, always start from the very basic composition study and gradually divide the proportion to smaller and smaller. Right? Is a feeling kind of like a draw a portrait. Extremely fun, and it's easy. After you're not afraid of it, you can get a lot of fun out of from the drawing study. Okay, I'm gonna have the white coming over here. I'm gonna come in a little bit more. This side, maybe a couple. So I'm gonna have that a little bit here. That's fine, like that. This is good. I'm gonna have a little bit red to the mouth. Alright, this is good. And I'm gonna have a little bit erase a little bit over here. There's a little bit lighter, like that. Okay. Have a little bit very light. That is good. That's a little bit soft. Now this painting is already finished. Let me know in the comment if you'd like me to do more painting with pastel in the future. See you next time. Even better, see you in our next week, Thursday, member portrait club.